What's up guys, welcome back to a new video. Shawn's the name, YouTube's the game, and today I want to briefly talk about and show you the most popular searches on YouTube in 2019, and I will say this list will probably surprise you. It surprised me a ton, and then I also want to briefly talk about how we can use this list and this information to grow our own channel. Alrighty, before we get into this list of the top 10 most popular searches in 2019 so far at the time of making this video, I just want to say if you have a beating heart, then you should smash that like button on this video. I know it's not probably many of you, but for those one or two people who are watching this video with a beating heart, those likes definitely mean a lot to me. Anyways guys, you're here to see the most popular searches on YouTube in 2019, so let's do it. Now this list was actually compiled by Ahrefs.com, which is a very reputable source. I do really like them. Not saying I endorse them, but I do like the information that they have. I already know tons of people are gonna ask me, Shawn, what do you use for external data and statistics that isn't in the YouTube studio? And I will say, and I've said this a lot, I use vidIQ, the free version of vidIQ. It's got some great information. I'm not gonna be talking about that in this video. If you wanna learn more about that and how to improve your videos in the search ranking and all that kind of good stuff, check the link in the description for a video I made recently on that. But okay, the top 100 YouTube search queries in the US are the following. And yes, these are fairly vague, but we can learn from these to create content that can potentially go viral. Okay, so I'll talk about how we can do that in just a second, but the top 10 list consists of 6 people: Markiplier, PewDiePie, Jake Paul, Logan Paul, Jacksepticeye, and Dan TDM. These are all massive YouTubers. If you've never heard of them before, you're living under a rock. They are total beasts, okay? But then we have 3 categories. ASMR, which just look it up if you don't know what that is. Music, pretty vague and kind of expected to be in the top 10. And then Fortnite, which is definitely expected as well because of how viral that game went, okay? And then lastly, we have a specific search, which is Despacito. I have no idea how that thing is still going, but it made it in the top 10. These 10 search queries make up 28 million out of 107 million of the searches involved in the top 100 list. That is insane. That basically is saying the top 10% is eating up about the top 28% of the total searches on YouTube in the top 100 list. That's insane to me, and especially because 7 out of those top 10 searches are fairly specific searches. A viewer goes to YouTube and they know exactly what they want to watch. So now let's continue and see what else is on here, okay? 11 to 25 of this list are also very specific searches. People know what they are looking for before they come to YouTube. That is important because back in the day, it didn't used to be this way. People would come on YouTube and search funny cat fails, hardest hits in the NFL, etc., etc. Now, this doesn't mean that people don't still do that, but we're seeing a shift in what people are searching for. YouTube as a whole is becoming more well known for the creators that are on it opposed to the actual videos that are on it. For example, if you go on YouTube a lot, you typically really like a specific creator or a set of creators opposed to a specific video or a set of videos. Back in the day, this was actually slightly different because you can go watch videos on a specific topic or niche and didn't care too much about the creators. Sure, you saw your favorite creators, but you'd be more willing to go check out a bunch of other content out there opposed to being like, no, I like the creator I watch, I'll just watch anything that creator posts. But okay, let's continue on. 25 to 50 is more specific searches, but it's actually getting more music related. So you can see Post Malone, T Swift, Ariana, Drake, Cardi B, etc. These people just have a massive reach in general, but they don't necessarily dominate the YouTube space. But as we can see, again, viewers know what they want to watch before they start searching. This is important to know because a lot of people when they're starting out on YouTube think the only way that their channel and videos will be seen is by the search function on YouTube, which, don't get me wrong, it is a great tool to grow your channel, but it's not the only way to grow your channel. You are going to be competing with a lot of other videos and a lot of other videos that have actually gained traction already. So it's very hard to compete within the search list on YouTube. Okay, there's so many other ways to grow your channel. Sure, I've got a few viral videos that went viral because they started ranking really well and people started searching similar terms, but that's not the only reason why those videos went viral. To know how your video ranks well within the search, well, one, go watch that video I was talking about earlier, link down below, but two, you have to prove to the algorithm why it's so good and why the algorithm should push it higher within the search ranking. Like, these top search queries weren't at the top 2 years ago. Well, maybe besides PewDiePie and like some of those dudes who've been at the top since NAMM. But what I'm trying to say is nobody is going to be searching for you unless you have an established brand. How do we get an established brand? Well, again, it's a process. You need to be creating content that people will enjoy, and I promise you it's a process. You will get there. You will get there, okay? Create content that people enjoy. As people start enjoying it, you're gonna start creating this brand. YouTube's gonna recognize it. YouTube's gonna start promoting your stuff out more, ranking it higher in the search, all that good stuff. So look at this. Here are a few videos on this channel that have actually done pretty well and haven't gotten their traffic from searches just yet. Emphasis on the just yet, because I think these will actually start to be picked up more and more by searches because they are slowly gaining traction right now. It's a process. I'm gonna continue to keep an eye on these videos, and actually so should you, to see what happens. Now look at these videos, which are much more popular than the previous ones. You'll see though that the search traffic is much higher. That's because they got decent traffic from other sources previously, and since lots of people like these videos, YouTube started ranking them higher when similar search terms were inputted. Again, it's a process, and those videos actually didn't rank well when I first uploaded them in the search because they haven't proved to YouTube that they're actually good and fun to watch yet. So they actually didn't rank well. As they started getting more traction, as more people started watching them, as more people started liking them, they started getting higher and higher and higher in the search, until, you know, it kind of just took off and did really well. All right, anyway, went on a little bit of a tangent. Let's get back to our list, all right? 50 to 100 follow pretty much the same trend. You still see major names and brands, but you also see some more broad searches sprinkled in there, you know, like funny videos, React, Vine, Roblox, etc. What I'm trying to get at with this video is that, you know, searches aren't everything. So many people ask me, hey, Shawn, how do I know what people are searching for? And honestly, that's the $1 million question. If I knew exactly what everyone in the world is searching for, I would be making that content and getting all of those views and getting all that traction. But that's the thing, is you just really don't know what people are gonna be searching for until a trend starts to happen. Then you can jump on that trend and capitalize off it a little bit. But that's the hardest thing on YouTube, is trying to figure out what viewers wanna watch. And actually, surprisingly, most of the time, viewers don't know what they want to watch until they see something and like something. So that's the beauty of YouTube. You're always thinking and trying to be as creative as possible. And look at this list again. If you make Roblox content, sure, it's super popular because it's in the top 100 list, but you also have to think about the fact that it's going to be super competitive because so many people are searching it. If there's a big viewership for it, then you know there's always going to be a ton of content that you have to compete with as well. So just because you make content that's highly searched, that doesn't mean you're going to get a ton of views. You still have to be unique. YouTube is all about uniqueness. There is no black and white simple path or answer to getting lots of traction. So I know this might be super confusing and kind of hard to follow, but the point of this video is to show you what people are searching for, and then to maybe get your mind churning on how you can actually capitalize on that to benefit your own channel. So if you create music, maybe create a cover from an artist that is very well known that's on this top 100 list. Or if you're a gamer, play a game that's got a decent following. It's gonna be hard to grow a channel if the game itself only has a following of 10,000 people that play the game. It's gonna be tough to grow your channel because it's such a small market. Or if you're a cooking channel or like an artist, maybe draw or cook something that's more popular and mainstream, like a Game of Thrones birthday cake, or like a Fortnite, I don't know, drawing or something like that. I don't know, I'm just spitballing here. I'm trying to give you some ideas on how to kind of capitalize on these popular trends for your own channel. I don't know, hopefully this video helped you. I personally thought we were gonna see a lot more general searches in the top 20, like Game of Thrones and a bunch of different video game names and maybe some different trends that popped up in the top 20, but it seemed like it was mainly dominated by established brands, which is interesting to me. I don't know, but then again, YouTube is about being you, and a lot of people like to connect with their favorite creators, so I get it. Just food for thought. Let me know what you thought about this list in the comments down below. Did you agree with it and kind of expect it to be that way, or were you like, nah? I don't know, let me know down below in the comments. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video, because I know that if you haven't already subscribed, you're gonna do so right now.